good, I guess, to recap from last week, good game. I thought we played well in all three phases. Really proud of the effort that the guys put forth. Offensively, did a good job running and passing the ball effectively, and against a high-powered offense. I thought our defense did a very nice job of switching things up, and then had some good starting field position for our offense with a couple of big kick returns by Lawrence Keys, and everybody on that unit doing a good job blocking. I had a couple days off after the game because of how the schedule was, playing a Thursday game and then coming back on Friday. And coaches all worked. I think we put together a good game plan and going against a real good opponent in Cincinnati, Friday at 12:07 Eastern time. So they've really dominated the conference the last few seasons, and also have got a great defense, and offensively they got some tremendous speed and great size, and one of the top special teams units in our conference as well. So it'll be a tremendous test for us.
Third time in 4 weeks, you don't necessarily know who the quarterback is going to be. These guys play a little differently, but with drill by now, and is the preparation different for?
Well, it is a little different. You got to always work on what ifs, with your team as well, and then, we'll see what happens when they come out there. I've had games where I thought a guy wasn't playing and he plays, and same thing, the other way. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, they are quite a bit different as far in terms of what they do, what their makeup is as a quarterback.
Is it a little bit of a milestone to be playing on national TV, do you think, Coach?
Yeah, we played on, believe it or not, I think we played on ABC 2 or 3 times last year. But yeah, that's big for our program. Anytime you're, on ESPN or ABC, it's a big deal for your program.
You're undefeated on the road so far this year, which is hard to do. Rare anything goes into that.
I don't think so. We try to do the same preparation, if at all possible, every single week. So I don't think there's anything that goes into it differently.
Having played Kansas State in a pretty hostile atmosphere, how much does that help going into it?
I think it'll help us. That was, we're going to have that same kind of atmosphere up there in Cincinnati as well. They really have a tremendous following, and watching it on tape, you see that the fans are really into it. That's why we're doing a lot of noise today in practice.
Going back to Gary's question, when not knowing who's necessarily starting at quarterback, what's the challenge of that in practice, preparing for that? Do you just plan for both?
Just, you break down all the plays that each quarterback's in, and, does one do more of this than the other one does? But by and large, you're going to run their offense. I think that, the kid who may start this week, I think he was 12 of 17 or
Yes.
13 of 17, something like that. So he's going to throw the ball around, and he can run. He's got great speed and movement. So they might run him a little bit more than what the other guy ran. Is probably the big difference.
So much on the line this week. Just what's been the message to your team? I know they try to go 1-0 every week. But what have you
That's it. You hit it. You got the question and the answer. We're wanting to go 1-0. That's everybody's got to be locked in, and we're playing a great opponent. As I've said many times, we're not going to roll the ball out and just whip anybody in this conference. We got to play really well. Played great last week, and we got to have that same kind of effort and energy and execution, for this ball game.
Ajay Spears has been a difference maker since he arrived here. The last 3 games, he's averaging 11.7 yards.
Wow.
A carry. What's anything in particular that he's just?
Well, I think he'd tell you that our offensive line's doing a tremendous job. I think the receivers doing a good job blocking downfield. I think throwing the ball also opens up the run game. But, he also, he's not, he's 195 pounds, I guess, but he runs hard. And it's, you're not going to arm tackle him, and then he gets out in the open. He's, he got great speed and, sets up his cuts well. So just a, really good overall football player.
You think the style of the brand of football that you have played this year sets you up to win a big game on the road when you can play defense, run the ball? Those are kind of the pillars of winning big games on the road, right?
Yeah, I think they are, but you never know the path to victory when you get in the game and how it's going, and maybe you need more offense or you need more defense, or you got to get a big play out of the kicking game. So we're just preparing to play well in all three phases.
Coach, why do you feel like you guys have been so successful on the road this year, especially against some big games, Houston, Kansas State? Did almost the guys maybe feed off of that energy from
I don't know.
or no?
Maybe that might be part of it, and I think, sometimes you go on the road and you got everybody's at the game is a real interested party. Everybody's excited about the opportunity and what's going on, but obviously we played well last week at home. So I just, it's the preparation part, and then, flipping the switch when the ball's kicked off. Those are the two things we talk about all the time.
Did Darryl practice today? Is there a chance he'll play?
He's going to come and he's going to dress. We'll see. There's a possibility.
He walked with the seniors, so this is
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, it
How
is.
big a deal is it, would it be for him to get back out?
Well, he's really worked hard at it. That was early in the year they told us they didn't think he'd have a chance to come back this season, and he's worked extremely hard at it. I'm happy that he's had this progress.
Ankle or foot, or what was his
It was a foot.
Do you, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but do you have some things in the vault that you've been
Yeah, let me go over a
practicing
couple
from?
of them. No, not really. Each week is a little bit different, based on what they do defensively, what they do offensively. They're going to do some things that we're not prepared for, and we're going to do some things they're not prepared for. But, that's just football every week. But by and large, we're going to run our offense, defense, special teams, and they're going to do the same thing.
Mentioned working through the weekend. Did you watch the Navy UCF game, and what was your immediate reaction when all of a sudden the chance to control your destiny for home
Yeah.
field suddenly flipped back to you?
Got a lot of text messages during that time. I was actually up here working, and so I don't have TV access in my office, so I, just heard about it, and so yeah, there's a lot of people that were filling me in on what was going on.
Knowing that's the case now, the chance to be able to host as opposed to maybe just play in a championship game. I know it doesn't necessarily change preparation, but just in your mind, knowing you could win and get to play one more game in the state, what would that mean?
Well, we got to take care of business. This is a big challenge for us. They've, as I said before, they've really dominated this conference over the last few years. They're one of the top 4 teams in the nation last season, and we're going to have to play great Friday.
Have you brought up the streak at all to the players, Coach?
No, but I'm sure they know. I'm guessing they know. There's really no secrets now.
Is it,
Back when I first started coaching, news traveled by Pony Express, and it doesn't do that anymore, so they know
is
what's
it,
going on.
the streak, is it just a byproduct of them having excellent teams?
Yeah,
every year?
they're really good. It's they're really good, and their fans are into it, and they're going to have a great crowd, and so that's the real reason. If they didn't have real good players and coaches, I don't think they'd have this streak. Everybody good?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.